Hi there, Joka here, and today I'm sharing these cards with you that I made with this Greetery stamp and die set. I'm using pattern papers for, well, a lot of things and also as inspiration for my color scheme. These are from Pinkfresh Studio and the collection is called Days of Splendor. It's a gorgeous collection, and I'm trying to find something in the six by six paper pad that I can use for backgrounds for my cards. I selected two, but I will need three in the end. And basically, I based my color choices on that collection. They are not a perfect match, but it's the best I could do from the cardstock that I had. So I'm super excited. This is the very first time I'm using the Greetery products. I love everything they make, but yeah, a lot of reasons why I didn't have them before, but now I just got a package last week, I think, and I had to use them right away. I actually will have another video coming up once that one is even longer than this one. So once I manage to do the voiceover for that, those are also going to be using Greetery products. I think this die and stamp set is called Think Happy, as far as I remember, but I will link it in the description box below, as always. So as you see, I die cut the clouds from white cardstock and then also from not pattern paper, sorry, from color cardstock, because I wanted the flowers to be colorful, obviously. And also the rainbows, I die cut from all the different colors that I had, and then I'm just matching them here. As you see, I also die cut the rainbow from white because I wanted to keep it all together. It's easier to work with it that way. So after cutting the colors, the color cardstock apart, I glued it on top of the white rainbow. Excuse me. Now I am adding the clouds on to another layer of cardstock because I will need this if I want to add the little inner pieces back to it. So kind of like a puzzle, you know. And I kept those pieces in a little bowl, but you will see that I'm not going to add all the pieces back because there are some that I really like, tiny dots that I could have done that, but I just have no patience. I think sometimes I think I'm really patient when it comes to crafting, but yeah, not this much. So I'm leaving those white, like you see in this part of the flower is gonna stay white, but I like it that way. I like how that turns out, and I super love this color combination as well. Pinkfresh is always so great with colors. One of the reasons why I love their scrapbook collections, because the color combinations are always very unique and really, really pretty. So yeah, I'm just gluing everything down, and I have to use my tweezers because everything is so tiny, you can see compared to my hand. It's so pretty, isn't it? I wanted this set since it came out, and that was ages ago, I think. Anyway, now I'm cutting down my pattern paper to size. This is the standard A2, American A2 size, 5.5 by 4.25 inches. And now I'm trying to find a third one. I really like this paper, but a bit like you see here would be visible. So I wasn't sure about it. And I like this one as well because it has the moon on it, but then I already had a greenish kind of paper, so I decided on this one. This is just a grit paper. Unfortunately, I have to cut off most of the pattern at the edges I'm just going to leave one. I really wish that I could leave all four. I really like that little bit of extra something design. And just so that it's not so, I mean, it's not plain anyway, but I wanted to add more flowers. So I have this flower die cut pack, again from the same Days of Splendor collection, that I think I haven't used any of these flowers. So I'm now I'm going through the whole pack and trying, which one I like most. Leaves and all kinds of things. I want to add some layers. So yeah, I'm just going through the whole pack and find whichever I like most. I'm not saying whichever fits most, because who knows, to everybody something different would look better, I'm sure. But this is what looked best for me in that moment. So yeah, this is my process. And once I'm done with that, well, I also checked another 2 packs of things, the puffy stickers, but then I didn't add anything. And this one is another die cut pack, but this is not just floral. However, it does have some floral as well, and I will add some of that as well. I was trying to find some sentiment, just to, to make my life easier, that I don't have to stamp a sentiment or whatever, but there was nothing in here that I could have used as such. Then I was looking at the stamp set that comes with these dies. I could have stamped them, but for some reason I ended up just going with some dies. These are from Pinkfresh Studio. I forget the name, I did not even check. I haven't used these ones in a while. So it's a big pack with a lot of cool sentiments, and they come with the outline as well. So I'm not using those now, just the word itself, and these are really skinny. And now I'm adding some tape to the cardstock and die cut with that. What is this called again? Like a double-sided adhesive sheet, which I'm really stingy with because I don't know where to buy them here. I think I ordered them from the US once. And yeah, so normally I'm just hoarding them. But I had these few strips, so I thought, okay, might as well use them this time. And I die cut 2 layers. Be honest, I could have done more, but I was not patient enough. As you see, I'm struggling here to remove the dies, and also, yeah, honestly, I did this because normally I die cut these words from just paper and then I layer them up using liquid glue, and I just never managed to, especially with these skinny designs, I never managed to layer them up completely perfect. And I thought this would be easier. It's actually, when I'm here, when I'm doing this, it's actually easier, it's true, but to get it off that sheet, yeah. So I don't know if this saved me any time, to be honest. But yeah, eventually it worked out. And so these will be my sentiments. I'm super lazy with sentiments all the time, so that's why I often use die cuts for sentiment. Mostly it's not even about the stamping, it's just that I have quite a few stamp sets, and then to go through them to find a sentiment, and I'm too lazy, I'll be honest. So now I'm preparing my card bases, and in that I'm just adding them onto a heavyweight cardstock, the pattern paper I'm adding onto heavyweight cardstock, and then I'm trimming down. These are 12-inch long paper strips, so I have to trim off a little bit. And then once this is done, I will only have to glue down everything that I already prepared, and then the cards are going to be done. So yeah, they are really simple. It does take some time to die cut everything and then to place everything back in place, but I really enjoy this kind of thing. It's mindless, you really don't have to think about anything, and it just looks pretty. I like all those colors, and rainbows are always great, right? It doesn't matter what kind of colors, to be honest. Just yeah, a bunch of colors. I don't know, what do you think about these colors? I really love them. I know it was a fall collection, but I think it's perfect for spring as well. I mean, it's still winter here, but I think spring is coming soon, so I need a bit of, yeah, a bit more color. I'm trying to add some dimension here, so I will have some foam tape under some of the die cuts, mostly like whatever is in the middle. So in this case, a bigger flower, and I also added foam tape to the smaller flower that I will add here on top of the bigger one. So I do have a bit of dimension there. And then I'll add my sentiment. And yeah, and then I will add one more thing to all cards, which you will see in a second. But you see, I'm struggling to remove the little tiny pieces from the die cut. I think it was just so sticky, and it was really hard to get them out. But I did enjoy not having to use liquid glue, I will admit that. And here again, the same thing. Um, I'm trying to figure out what's the best position for my flowers. I don't actually think this whole flower cluster makes sense, but I just felt like my card was kind of empty. I had too much white space, so to say, for my taste anyway. For maybe for some of you this is too much. I don't know. Anyway, so especially on this card with the darker background, I really was thinking about using the stamp set that comes with these dies to, because I really love the font on it, and I wanted to emboss it in white on this background. I think it would have looked really pretty, but again, I'm so lazy when it comes to tasks like that, embossing as well. So that's why I decided to go with this. And of course, this probably took a lot longer than embossing would have, but okay. So this is the last thing I'm doing. Again, these enamel dots are from the same Days of Splendor collection, and I haven't used them. It's interesting because enamel dots are really my favorite embellishments, but for some reason I didn't use them. Yeah, and then of course, if you know my videos, you know that it takes ages for me to decide where I want the enamel dots. It's probably painful to watch, but I'll get there. I promise. I will get there. Um, Again, this is just for a different texture and some dimension, and just because I really like enamel dots and they add a little pop of color. Yeah, totally. Do you like enamel dots? I think they are the best ever. So, and Pinkfresh's enamel dots are really great because they have all the colors of the collection. So it's a really big bag too. So I mean, small in size but full of enamel dots is what I mean. And because I thought my cards didn't look finished without the twine bows, I'm adding those as well. And as you see, I always glue down the middle because I don't know, I just don't like it to go anywhere, or you know, so that keeps it in place. Somehow I never managed to make these bows the way I imagine, but yeah, I got used to it. I think that they never look. I don't know. I see other people's cards with these really nicely formed or shaped bows. I can never do that. I don't know what that depends on. But anyway, so this is the end of it. So all three cards are now ready. What do you think? I really like these colors, and I super, super love these dies. So pretty. So I hope I could inspire you to use maybe scrapbook products as well and combine them with dies. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you next time. Bye bye.